Hey everyone, you're watching Fryin with Faren, the show where I deep fry interesting and unusual foods. Today, Kraft Singles. So I think the strategy on this one's pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna batter it in some normal deep fry batter. I'm not gonna do anything really to the cheese. It's, as you can see, it's got a pretty good form already. Oh, it's so slimy. Alright. I'm just gonna take the cheese and drop it on in. Oh, so much spillage. Oh god. Yeah, something tells me that's not gonna hold up very well. I think the cheese is probably gonna melt out of the holes created. Well, it's floating. We know that much. Shit. That's probably my body telling me not to do this. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave this one in too long, because I really don't want it to melt all over the place. It's gonna make everything really messy. And you know what? I'm gonna say that's good. Oh yeah. See, when you're making this kind of stuff, it's all about presentation. I mean, that's all anyone really cares about. Just gotta make it look nice. In fact, I just want to point something out. Look at what happened to my strainer. It is completely stuck on there. Just like cement. Makes me wonder what it's gonna do to my body. But I don't care about that right now. Alright, first thing I notice is that it smells very strong. It smells... well, it smells like, you know, American cheese, but like... I don't know, kind of like cooked American cheese, which I guess is obvious. So... I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, let it dry off a little bit, and then I'll be back to give it a try. Alright guys, my cheese is cooled off now. Looks pretty good actually, you know, looks crispy. See, it's got a nice crust on it, nice melted cheese inside. Alright, let's give it a go. Okay, alright, I'm gonna start with the pros before I list the cons. The pros to deep frying cheese is it gives it a pretty good texture when it's crunchy. Kind of acts like a, I mean, hell, it kind of acts like a grilled cheese in a sense. So, you know, if you happen to be able to deep fry cheese and you have American cheese and, you know, you feel like just regular bread isn't doing it for you, then yeah, definitely check it out. The cons, okay, and I think there's more cons than pros with this particular item. One of the cons is, by the time it cools off enough to be like, you know, tolerable, the cheese gets kind of rubbery, so the texture is not all that great. And there was definitely one part where I bit into a nice giant pocket of oil, which just kind of ruined it for me. And then the fact that it's, you know, significantly easier to just make a regular grilled cheese than it is to deep fry a slice. You know, I'm not going to say don't do it, but I will say there's not much of a reason to do it other than curiosity. So, with that, I'll let you make your own decisions.